stink out loud. Stink out loud. A disgrace. You would think we were playing against the the Detroit Tigers. You would think that we're playing against the Mets, the Yankees, the Dodgers. No, we're playing against a pathetic Pittsburgh team that has no business playing baseball, who pulls out their best pitcher when he's cooking, showing you that they're not worried about the Phillies at all. This baseball team stinks from top to bottom. It's a disgrace. They should be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed of themselves. Should be embarrassed. How dare they? How dare they do this to the Phillies fans? If I'm Phillies fans, I'm not even showing up to the game. I'm letting the blue seats sit right there. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to go right there and say, here goes. I would give him nothing but an empty seat. If you're a season ticket holder, give it to somebody who don't care about baseball. I would. They don't deserve this. This baseball team stinks. I'm sitting there trying to eat my dinner. I'm trying to get relaxed, and I can't. This bullpen stinks. Orion Kickering stinks. The offense stinks. And then you're going to come home to face the Cubbies? Like, I love my broadcast partner, Mike Lauer, but he thinks this team has a chance. And they don't. They got no shot. They got no shot of beating the Cubs at home. The Cubs are going to rip their hearts out of their chests. Let's get to some of the comments here. My man Steve leads us off. That's baseball. Yeah. Not hard copying allowed. Call it what it is. Feeling like 2012, yeah 2012 yes, yet anymore. Anyone? Yes. No, Steve, you're right. It does feel like 2012. This team is out of fuel. And it wouldn't make a difference if Harper was in there. Let's be honest. Kevin Long, Rob Thompson should not be on an airplane going back to Philadelphia. Drop them off at the Pittsburgh Zoo with the rest of those animals. Drop them off. They stink. Rob, can they leave him in Pittsburgh? Leave him in Pittsburgh. Leave him at the Pittsburgh Zoo. Kevin Long, you go too. I don't want you here. I don't want either one of you here. Paul Skeens today, what we all thought was going to happen, mowed this team down. Mowed them down. Brandon Marsh was your only life of offense today? And Marchand? That was it. Brandon Marsh aggressively coming around from second, making a big time play. Great in the outfield in the third. But that's it. Paul Skeens today, 7 Ks, only allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk. You're lucky as a dope for a manager. Don Kelly, what were you doing pulling him out? But you know what? Don Kelly's not a dope. He's smart. He's intelligent. You know why he pulled him out? Because why risk any more of that arm? Yeah, he could probably played all the way up to the 9th and closed it out. But why? Let your bullpen get some of the action. He could see it. The whole MLB could see it. This Phillies team is cooked with nothing to worry about. Like the adrenaline and has rubbed off this Phillies team. They're sleeping at the home plate. I've seen again chasing pitches. Polsky knew exactly what he wanted to do today. His fastballs, his curveballs. He went outside and came right back inside. Running pitches, running pitchers for a living. That's it. Running pitchers for a living. That's all we're doing here. Ruining pitchers, Herb. Herb, this team stinks, Herb. Flat out stinks. Christopher Sanchez, 9 Ks, gave up 6 hits, allowed 1 run. I mean, like I said, you would thought we were in there with the Detroit Tigers or the Dodgers, Yankees, or the Mets. No, we're there with the stinking Pittsburgh Pirates. We can't even put them away. Star Wars, what's up, my dude? And they take it out on Sanchez, Salsa, and out of our best pitcher. I hear you, brother. I hear you. This team is a mess. Herb, best line of the night so far. The whole stadium should be empty on Monday. There should be nothing but blue seats. The only person that should be there should be the Philly fanatic, and that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure by now the Philly fanatic don't want to be there. That's how bad this Philly team stinks right now. The only time the Phillies catch any kind of break, they better hope for a rain day. Like, where's the practice in the batting cages? Are they? It seems like nothing's paying off. Why did the Phillies do this? Why do the Phillies do this every game? They just need to get it. They just need to get together and win. Well, Star Wars, apparently nothing's going on. That sounds easy. I don't understand why the Pittsburgh Pirates can connect on hits and we can't. This is a Pirates team. A stinking Pirates team. Sanchez was the player of the game. Yeah. You know who the player team was on offense? Brandon Marsh. That's pretty pathetic. That's how you know you're going to lose. It's frustrating, man. A frustrating night. And I don't get it. Hell. I mean, I want to hear, and I don't like hearing people lose their jobs. But on Monday, there's got to be a change. This is an embarrassment. A bag over the head, bent over, and kick me in the knish. Embarrassment. Mike Kaepernick checking is, I might get my wish. Bye bye, Robbie. Robbie's part of the issue, but he's not the major issue. Again, I addressed this earlier this morning. Kevin Long, the whole entire baseball team cannot hit a ball. Trey Turner gave you a little bit of life at the end. Put the team in scoring position. Did you really thought that was going to pay off? We all thought no. Kirkering stinks. He stinks. You want to talk about someone who needs to go back to piggy land? He needs to get back into that farm system and roll around in the mud because he's a pig. He's slop. Boom. Runner on second. Walk Schwarber. No plan. Bounce a bounce a ball into a deep double play. Trade him now. Add him to the mix now. Nine to the trade. 7 DFA. Worthless Wilson. JT strikes out. Brandon Mush. I like that one. Messia Kepler. Miss Kepler. And I'm starting to really miss Gabe Kepler. I'm starting to miss Gabe Kepler. Sanchez was mad. Absolutely. I would be mad too. Star Wars. You get an L for the slop that comes up behind the Kirkering? Everybody gives Robbie a break because he made the World Series 3 years ago. Not no more. Not when you fall apart like this. It's what have you done for me lately? And he hasn't done jack. Thompson just now. We swung the bats better than this game. What what's he watching? I don't know what he's watching. We already calculated yesterday that Postgame was going to stay in this team. And he was going to come paint the pitcher. Like again, I already figured this guy out before he started throwing the ball. He was going to paint the strikes in with fastballs, strikes, sliders, curves, knuckleballs. His sliders were good. Knuckleball was great. Fastball, he was painting the corners. And there was nothing this Phillies team could do about it. Just sit there and swing away. Here, let me show that I'm aggressive. What the heck's that going to do? Only 3 hits. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, Star Wars. Only 3 hits. Wow, Herb. I want to punch him in the mouth. It's that bad. Hey, listen, I get you. It's frustrating, but you got to understand, he's got a talk face. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to, unless he stops getting paid by the Phillies, then you'll hear the real reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I don't want to hear he's going to be the pinata topper because he's managing this team. I need to hear from Dombrowski. What's going to be the answers after this? What is the answer? Otto Kemp. Great. He got a walk. Whipped the freaking dude. 2 games. Sorry, but, we have heard, for people who don't watch the minor league baseball system, who don't watch the Iron Pigs, we've heard how great he's been down in AAA. Well, in 2 games, nothing's paid off yet. Nothing. And I get it. It's only 2 games. But this is a sink or swim business. Step up or step down. But again, as much as frustrating I am with this offense, I go back to the top. Robbie and Kevin Long. Yeah, I see you guys. See, I am not watching the press conference, but you guys are hearing it. So hearing it first. Robbie says the Phillies swung the bat better today than yesterday, but let's not fire Robbie. I listen, and I'm not here to defend Robbie. Maybe that's the sign to kick this team in the pants like they did with Girardi. They need something to turn around. He is trying to put the best lineup, like on paper. When you look at it, you're going to have Marshall lead you off? No. I don't know why Bryson Stott's leading you off. Again, I don't know why. He's got to stop with the juggling act. Keep Turner as your leadoff guy. He'll set the tone. I want, with the team that you currently have, give me Turner, give me Bohm, give me Casty, give me Schwarber. And then after that, it's meat and potatoes. But even still, Schwarber struggling with this, right now. Struggling. Cousin Steve checking me goes, they did hit more balls harder and at people, but no excuses. No, there is no excuses. This team stinks. Flat out. I think it's start talking about trades. You think Star Wars? It's yeah, but here goes the caveat to all this. If I'm any other team and I'm watching this, why would I want to bring any of that junk into my clubhouse? Why? Why would you want to bring junk into your clubhouse? Now, if you're a borderline like the Padres, you could say, you know what? Let those guys go under my tree. I can fix their issues. Yeah, and they might have to sell on the road that they're on. They could be sellers. So it was right to fire Girardi at 22, 22 and 29, 20 with a 22 and 29 record and playing like bleep. But it's not fire Robbie. No, again, Kaepernick. I'm not making excuses. Listen, we all know in sports when your team is bad, guess who's first to go? Sayonara to the head coach. There is no more excuses for him. And I'll take it a step further too, Kaepernick. I think the only reason he looked good in 22 is because the team realized, well, if the coach got fired, that means we're next on the trading block. So they had to play better. So maybe that's what's going to have to be the calls to wake this team up. No one's defending No one's defending Topper right now. Nobody. He's just playing a juggling act with this offense, and I got to be honest, it's probably really sick to people's stomachs. Again, the first person, if I'm Topper, adios. I'm shutting the airplane door on Kevin Long. Tell him to find Uber on the way home. You're done. Trey Turner has the second most errors in baseball with 45 since coming to the Phillies. It's time to start considering moving Trey Turner to the outfield. You want to make that? He's a liability playing shortstop. He can't play shortstop. You want to put him out there? I don't know if I want to put him out there. Star Wars? But this team's pathetic. 5 straight losses now. 5 straight losses for the Phillies. Terrible. Terrible day. It rains, it pours here. It rains, it pours. It's really disgusting. It really is. This baseball team should be embarrassed. This team's embarrassing to watch. But you know what? Let's try to lighten our day a little bit because, yeah, he goes, Kent was good at third. Yeah. Fire Robbie and the hitting coach along. Just remember, Harper gets hit by a strider, by a strider, not the first time, and Robbie dies to protect his players. Yeah, same score as yesterday. Yeah, right. Only one run. Pathetic. Star Wars. You don't start with Trey. You fix the grinding, uh, glaring non-production around them. Right. I hear you, Herb. There is no production around them. Oh, hold on a second. My follower checking in. What's up, pops? He goes, even if you fire Robbie, the same problem is going to have to exist. You pay tons of money to these guys who are over 30. These players are set in their ways. It is what it is. Yeah, pops. I That's why I say move on from Kevin Long because he's the hitting coach. Someone's got to come in here to show these guys something else. Like I don't understand. Like what's going on this during practice, the batting practices. And you're right, pops. Maybe they're people set it in their ways. It is what it is. Kirkland hit someone with two loaded bases. Yeah, he popped Frazier. He popped Frazier and he got the base. Luckily, he got himself out of that jam. But yeah, it's an issue. Pops is saying firing the hitting coach isn't the problem. You could bring in the best hitting coach in the world here to it won't help them. The Phillies hitting are willing to sacrifice. Aren't willing to. Yeah, that's right, Pops. Well, maybe there's an issue. Maybe there's something it's deeper than that. Someone needs to step up in the locker room and be a voice in the locker room then. And that's probably the biggest issue. I mean, I don't understand. Paul schemes today, throwing stuff in the ground. They're swinging at. He's throwing inside pitches, inside fastballs, inside changeups, sliders. He was painting the corners with, and nothing. Fired a hitting coach for Rob. This whole, the whole staff except Dusty, who often is so predicated on the old Joe G concept. That is, if you fire Topper, you'll still have these other disciples around him. Right, right. I got you, Steve. I mean, great point. And this is you, my father. They're all making the same. Guys are if you fire Topper, it's the same guys around them. These it's like almost like the Flyers locker room, right? You got the old guys hanging around, showing what you should do, and all this other mumbo jumbo. But like my pop said it best, like these guys make a lot of money, a lot, and you come up with that, like not even against a contender team. Like if the Phillies don't make the postseason, I don't know. I don't know how you can. Then not Joe Girardi. Then Dave Dombrowski might have to move. Here goes Herb goes wrong. The Philly players aren't held accountable. They are. That's the manager. They lose and make chase and they move. They lose and they make chase mistakes and errors and are told they are great. Listen, I get it. It's one bad play and you move on, but still, the whole team, the whole team. It's like it's like if you're starting pitchers right now give up one run, you're sweating bullets. And it's a shame because at one point this offense you have to worry about that. You can't muster up more than 3 runs anymore. Yeah, Joe G holding players accountable. We saw how that worked. Yeah, yeah. They don't. That's what I'm saying. It's the players, and you're right. When will the Phillies fire? When the Phillies fire Girardi and puts Robbie in place, Girardi's staff was still there, and the Phillies looked and played differently. It. I'm like I hear you. They did play differently because they knew their job was on the line. Wow, Herb saying it's time to give them an empty Citizen Bank Park, and that might have to take place. That might have to take place, but you know what? Listen, real fast. Don't want. I mean, keep bringing the conversations. I love it. It's a frustrating day. Frustrating, and everyone deserves to be mad and angry. Watching this Phillies team go down a rabbit hole, down the toilet, and get flushed with no purpose, and it's very disgraceful. Very disgraceful. But let's go down to the farm, shall we? Let's take a look. Let's take a little break. I'm going to come back, take a look what's going on the farm. All right, let's take a look. Let's try to feel a little bit happy about ourselves. All right, starting with. Oh, I'm sorry, I just had it up there. The Florida Central League Phillies. Fielder of the week, Victor Condoza. Victor Condoza, I took a look at him, got to catch up on little things of him. Uh, he played very, very well this week. He was one, did very, very good out in the field. He had 7 hits, 1 double, 1 home run. Uh, the team is, however, struggling 1-3 this week. Not great, but they're in the middle of the pack in their division. They're third in the Florida State League West. So again, still need a. I'm sorry, that's somebody. That like I said, 1-3 this week. The Florida League. Like I said, Victor Cardoza is your fielder of the week. Like I said, 7 hits, 1 double, 1 home run. The pitcher is Julian Alvarado. Again, you see his numbers down there. 1 game, the 5 ERA. Again, playing very, very well. Like I said, did decent. Like I said, only 1 game though. We'll have to see what he does throughout the course of the week so he can get advertised some more. Then you have not the Clearwater Thrashers, who are 30-26, third in the Florida State League West. Um, they're on a 2-game losing streak right now. But your players of the week there are Aaron Escobar with 3 at bats, 4 games, 4 hits, as you see there. He's got 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 home runs, or 2 doubles, 2 home runs. Playing very good with a 4 RBIs. We also have pitcher of the week. We have Kevin Warnblock, three only allowed 3 hits. Decent game from Kevin. Let me get that up there. As you see, you guys, I'm just trying to show you guys a little about Kevin there. Uh, there is Kevin Warnock, only 1 game, 5 innings, 3 hits, 7 Ks, zero ERA. Looked pretty decent. Then you go to the fight to the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. To the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. Fielder of the week, Carson DeMartini. He's actually had 12 hits, 2 doubles, had 2 walks. Played very decent. They are 20-35. They've won two games this week, 3 losses. Second from the bottom in their league. But like I said, Carson Martini, shortstop. Like I said, 12 hits, 2 doubles, 2 walks, 4 games. Not bad. Pitcher of the week. Oh, let me go back to that. Again, like I said, Carson Martini doing very well. But then you got your pitcher of the week, Brandon Tucker, 1 game, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 error. Allowed 5. You got 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a 1.80 ERA. Then you go to the Fighting Phils. Oh, sorry there. I'm going to get to all your comments in a second. The Fighting Phils. Keaton Anthony. Keaton Anthony had 8 hits, 2 home runs this week, 2 doubles, 5 RBIs. Played very, very good. Pitcher of the week, Gene Cabrera, excuse me, 1 game, 3 walks, 7 innings, allowed 3 hits, 6 Ks. Man, I'm telling you, some of these they could use some of these guys right now. And of course, Iron Pigs Player of the Week, and now you see him with the Phillies, Otto Kemp, with 3 at bats, 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, playing like a monster down there. And the pitcher of the week would be Michael Mercado with 2 games, 2 walks, uh, with 6 innings, 5 Ks, or 5 hits, 3 innings, 5 Ks. So not bad from him. Again, your Iron Pigs, 43 and 19, the best baseball team in the minors right now. And that would be that. So let's get back to the comments. Let's talk about what's going on. I had to get that off as well. Let's talk about what's going on with these sloppy Phillies. Where did I leave off? Oh, here we go. Cousin Steve says, "Empty bank, empty the bank club, empty the bank. Cubs fans will fit in." Hey, listen, they could run it out of town right now. Let them come in, have a cheesesteak, relax, kick your feet up. We don't deserve to be there. The fans will not stop showing up, so that will never stop happening. I got you right, but I'm just saying, you don't know that they're Mike Peppernick. I've seen Eagles fans walk out with the dream team. Something had to be done. This is the kind of stuff you need to happen to affect a real type of significant change. Exactly, Steve. Exactly. You need to give them that. You said, "Tech, Cubs fans, get on a flight tomorrow. Come on in, take it over. I don't care. Kick your feet up." Heck, we see it. New York Rangers fans do it all the time. Celtics fans do it all the time. Now the winter teams ain't going to make a change, but oh well. And let's face it, Bum doesn't seem to able to drive in runs as effectively this year without the production he had last year. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. This the whole team struggles with guys on base. The whole team struggles with guys in scoring position. It's pathetic. There has to be a change now. Oh, here he goes. Hey guys, it's a long season. You'll get through it. You'll get through the rut right now. Oh, everyday Mets. Why? Why do you bother to chime in? I appreciate it. Don't you? I mean, you should be doing cartwheels. You're playing against the Rockies, remember? Yeah, that's a World Series contender. Have fun. So let's trade Harper. So Mike Peppernick goes, so let's trade Harper, Schwarber, and Remuto and Wheeler and keep Robbie and tell me who you gonna blame then. Right? Well, I think you get a bag of peanuts for the 3 of the 4 names you got up there at this point, at this juncture. The Phils gave Christopher very dirty Sanchez and Chicago sunroof. Yes, Steve. Yes. After the collapse of the second of the playoffs last season, the dummy running the team gives Robbie a 1 year extension. I don't get that, Kaepernick. I don't get it. He doesn't deserve it. Wow, Star Wars. Phillies were swept by the Pirates for the first time in 10 years. That's embarrassing. That is 2012 12-ish. Eagles fans are different than Phillies fans. I know that, Kaepernick. I'm just saying, you have to walk out sometimes. If it's a bad product, give them the blue seat. Why to pay your hard money to be there? Why? If you're going to get this for production, only 1 run, why even bother? Let the guy who casually doesn't know anything about baseball go there. He has no clue. Let him enjoy it. Bring the kids. There's a lot of activity around Cincinnati. Like climb the wall, play in a little baseball field, hang out with the fanatic. But whatever you do, don't watch the product on the field because it's sloppy and slopless. I don't even know slopless is a word, but they are sloppy. They are worthless to watch. Worthless. This is hitting rock bottom now. You were swept by the Pirates. Swept up. Herb says everyday Mets are winning and we can't manage to hit. So do you really think you need to run your bleeping pie hole here, bleep? Hey. Just have fun, Herb. We're here to have fun. Easy there, Tiger. We're here to have fun. Pat, you're killing the Mets fan that chimed in because his team is playing the Rockies, but our Phillies team just got swept by two of the three worst teams in baseball. Two are the third worst team in. No, and listen, I'm not taking shots at Mets fans. They should be more than happy. They're getting hot at the right time, and we're not. The clock has struck midnight. Our car is turned into a pumpkin. Our leadoff man looks like a frog. I'm not bashing anybody. He has every right to chime into the show. I appreciate the outer network guys chiming in. It is what it is. It's a bad baseball team. I don't care who says it. It's the truth. This baseball team stinks. Flat out. They don't have an answer. It's pathetic. Have every right to be mad at this baseball team. They've hit a wall and they've yet to get off the ground. He goes, "Oh, I'm kidding. Mets is a superstar. Mets is a superstar. He can hit better than us. Yeah, they can hit better than us. I mean, I'd be kidding myself. I'd be lying to you if I didn't want to have a Lindor or the polar bear in my lineup. I'd be lying to you if I told him I didn't want that. Point blank, point taken right here. Steve says they're just not as good as the payroll. Period. That's it. Bottom line. They have one of the top payrolls in baseball, I believe. And you're getting zero production. Like, it's funny because I don't know where she's at, but Barb made a good point saying the homegrown guys of '08, we know who they are: Howard, Utley, Rollins, Hamels, made with that franchise to take to the World Series and made that competitive. We spend a lot of cash to bring in help, and we're not getting the bang for our buck, and that's point blank. This team can't even hit. Yeah, Star Wars. That's the obvious. This Phillies team from top to bottom should be ashamed of this team. And we are behind the Mets like 4 games who have multiple players on the DL. Right, that's embarrassing. They got multiple guys banged up and they're playing good. Just don't show up to the gloat here. Go suck on an apple and like, hey. Um, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is with this team. It's frustrating. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last night with it for a little bit, and then I go back. Uh, but I hope I can make it to Sunday. But let's go. Um, let's go around the league, shall we? Shall we go around the league? I think we shall. Let's do that. Let's take a break. We need it, Phillies fans. We need to go around that league. Around the bases, shall we? Let's go take a look. Sorry, I'm trying to eat my dinner. So I'm hungry. I'm hungry. This makes me not want to eat dinner. But when your wife makes chicken and rice and corn for you, and you're the gobbler, it's hard to say no. All right, everyone. Let's go over the scoreboard. Bottom of the ninth, Kansas City Royals are winning 7-3 over the Chicago White Sox out in south side of Chicago. The Dodgers come back with winning 7-3, bottom of the eighth in St. Louis. Toronto Blue Jays, top of the third, losing right now up in Minnesota, 6-3. Going to the top of the sixth, the Texas Rangers up in DC, winning 3-2 right now. The New York Mets mopping the floor. The with the Colorado Rockies, as they should, winning 8-1, bottom of the fifth. Top of the fourth, the Braves are out to a good start, winning 3-1 against the San Francisco Giants. Bottom of the third, the Mariners winning 1-0 over the Angels right now. The A's winning 3-1 right now, bottom of the second, against the Orioles. And the main event for tonight, the classic rivalry, the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees at 7:10 on ESPN. But here goes a couple other scores that look. Battle of Florida. The Tampa Bay Rays win 3-2 over the Marlins. The Padres win 1-0 over the Brewers. You have the Cincinnati Reds winning 4-2 over the Diamondbacks. Detroit wins 4-0 over the Cubbies. Cleveland wins 4-2 over Houston. And your Phillies lose the battle of the Keystone Battle. The Pittsburgh Pirates win 2-1 over the Phils. And that would be it. And now going into my Broad Street bottom line. Wow. The Phillies also had a real manager in Uncle Charlie with those homegrown players. Yeah, good point. Good point there, Papernick. True. Charlie had great homegrown players. The only thing to be the only thing to be very good and to level out the strictness is different that strictness is different in that and highly highlights their inconsistent even more. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It's one to be very good and then level out. The strictness is different, and that is highlights are they're inconsistent even more. Right. This isn't a very inconsistent team. Well, now they're just a doormat for the rest of the MLB. But anyway, the Broad Street bottom line for the Gobbler is the team continues to struggle. The offense needs to get into a rhythm, and somebody, but by tomorrow at noon needs not to be in a Phillies uniform anymore. Whether it's coaching, whether it's a player, this team has a desperate measures. It's a desperate measure team. But anyway, guys, let's go over what we have in store for you. That's coming up here for the week. And starting us off for the week tonight, you have Matty B, the mayor Mayfield. Mayfield. I don't know why keep on calling Mayfield. Mayfair. The mayor Mayfair. Matty B, the goat. Chime in. Yeah, if you guys think I'm going nuts about this Phillies team, I can only imagine what's brewing there in Mayfair. What's going through that mind. And he's going to unleash it tonight at 10 o'clock. So that's how you get your work. So all you night owls, hang out with Matty B tonight. Then on Thursday, it's me, Steve Fernandez, talking everything Union. So for all you Union soccer heads, and listen, the Union may be the saving grace to this city, sitting in first place. So again, you guys want to talk some Union soccer? Hang out with me and Steve Fernandez this Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Sunday mornings will never be the same again. Me, Mike Lauro, and our producer Al should be back in the house. So we don't leave anything uncovered. We get in everything. We grab everyone. So anyway, guys, check out me and Mike Lauro, 9 o'clock Sunday mornings, and of course, where's that? Not in this overlay here. You guys can hang out with me Friday nights at 10:30 p.m. So again, the Philly sports conversation continues to grow. And then here goes. That's right. I'm back tomorrow for the Phillies post game show, and then you got Steve on Tuesday, Mike Lauro on Wednesday. So, guys, as the Phillies get ready to, as I get ready to watch another embarrassing loss, I'll be with you. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this great evening of It's a Wrap Sports. Again, that's what the Fight Finals is on It's a Wrap Sports. But, guys, have a great, great night, and I'll catch you here tomorrow night. See you. Have a good one, and stay healthy and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.